Hi everyone. Are you ready to do your Speak Out home practice? My name is Samantha Ellendary. I'm a speech language pathologist and the founder of Parkinson Voice Project. We are a nonprofit speech therapy clinic solely dedicated to helping people with Parkinson's improve their speech and their communication. And since the muscles we use for speaking are the same that we use for swallowing, it is not unusual to see improvements in your swallowing too. We're going to go through the 6 speak out exercises and also do some other exercises that help to strengthen the back of the tongue. But let's go ahead and take a sip of water and then we'll get started. The first speak out exercise is called the warm up. We need to warm up our voices. I want you to lift your voice and speak out. Project it forward. Every syllable with intent. Here we go. May, me, my, mo, moo. I want you to be very deliberate. Use your very best voice. Let's do it again. May, me, my, mo, moo. Did you notice that I had to take a breath in there? It's okay. Take a breath when you need to. We don't want to do each sound on one breath, so don't do that. Try to string them together, but you don't have to do the whole sequence on one breath. Let's do it again. May, me, my, mo, moo. Up and over. Let's do it again. May, me, my, mo, moo. Let's do one more. May, me, my, mo, moo. Good. We're done with the warm-up. Let's all take a sip of water, and then we'll move on to the ahs. We received an interesting question about medications. I'll talk about that after we do the counting. Let's do our ahs first. I want you to deliberately open the mouth wide. Make sure that you don't don't open it too much, so we don't want to be real tense, but deliberately open it. Lift the ah and project it forwards. Here we go. Good. Let's do it again. We're working on improving our breath support for speech. Let's do another one. If it sounds scratchy, I want you to project out a little bit more. This is not about yelling. We're not going, ah, we're not yelling, being abrasive. We're not being loud. We're projecting our voice out. We're being confident. Let's do another ah with intent. Good. Let's take a sip of water and we'll move on to the glides, everybody's favorite exercise. For the glides, this helps to improve the expression of your voice, to make your voice sound more colorful, not to be monotone. It also helps to strengthen the muscles that you use for swallowing. Very important. I want you to project an ah out steady and then glide up. As you're going up, when you start, I want you to think about getting all the little notes in there, especially if you have trouble shifting from the regular ah, the steady ah, to going up. Let me show you what I mean. So I'm trying to get all the little notes in there. If you think about that, it will help you. Let's go ahead and do it. Stop. As many notes in there as you can, because you want all of those notes in your conversational speech. So if you're going from this note to this one, you're skipping all of that, and that has to do with muscle strength and how the vocal folds are stretching and moving. Get all the little notes in there. Let's do it again. Stop. If it's raspy, project out a little bit more. Be more confident. Let's do it again. Stop. Don't hold your breath. Good. Let's take a sip of water. Are you working hard? On a scale of 1 to 10, are you working at about an 8 or a 9? I hope so. Make sure you're swallowing with intent. All right, 2 more glides. We can do it. Speak out. Stop. You can do this. Even though you're going up and down, you're projecting the voice forward. Let's do one more. Stop. Good. All right, we're going to move on to the counting. We're going to count to 20 with intent. Project every number up and in front of you. Speak out. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Move the mouth. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. When you do this exercise, try to relax. Try to just, we don't want you too tense. We want you to be sitting like you would if you were just having a conversation with friends, but of course you're going to be using more intent. Don't lift your head when you're doing these. Make good eye contact. And don't close your eyes. Sometimes people do that because they're working so hard. And we don't want this. We don't want 1, 2, 3. No, we don't want to do that. All right, ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take a breath when you need to. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, let's take a sip of water, and we're going to do a little bit more before we move on. As you bring the glass to your mouth, swallow with intent. Think about it. When you use intent, you activate a part of the brain that is not as dependent on dopamine, and that's why it works. All right? Now, if you tend to rush your speech, if you have a little bit of stuttering or the words come out faster than you mean to, I bet that you're able to do maybe the first, second, and third lines pretty evenly. But then when you get down here, it might go 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I've seen that happen a lot. When that happens, you have to use more intent. Stretch the vowels out more. So let's do the last line and really stretch it out. Ready? 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Did you make it? Let's start at 11. And when you get to this last line, stretch it a little bit more. Start with 11. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Dopamine controls and coordinates automatic movements. Speaking and swallowing are automatic movements. That's why you have to use intent. Now, a question came in from someone who has not started taking Parkinson's medications yet, and they were wondering how many of our patients at Parkinson Voice Project are taking medications. I would say most of them. Out of over 350 patients, maybe we have, I don't even know if we have 5 people that are not on them. If you're chatting with us today, maybe you can, comment about the medications. I know it's so scary to start them, but hopefully you're working with a movement disorder specialist or a neurologist that sees lots of people with Parkinson's who can make good recommendation for you. I do want to share my screen and show you a resource just in case you don't know about it. This is Parkinson Voice Project's website. On the top right, next to the donate button, it says continuing education. And in the drop down, you will see it says Parkinson's Lecture Series. I'm going to click on that. So you go to Education and then Parkinson's Lecture Series. Did you know that we have over 20 professional video presentations from Parkinson's experts on all different kinds of topics? I want to, on the right-hand side, the fourth one, Pharmacological Management of Parkinson's, a presentation given by Dr. Amy Blasek, an excellent presentation on how to manage Parkinson's medications. But you can see that there's all different, I mean, they're just so good, all of them. This is something good for you to do over the weekend. This presentation, Open Discussion on Parkinson's by Dr. Ospina, really good. Q&A, New and Emerging Therapies in Parkinson's. There's also one by Dr. Pavasia, Parkinson's Medications, Current and Upcoming. You've got Neuropsychological Testing. You've got Becky Farley's Power Moves, where she demonstrates some of the physical therapy moves. Over on the left, we've got Dance for Parkinson's. So I encourage you to check out these lectures. All right, there's lots of information there, and I hope those will be helpful to you. I will say, in terms of the medications, it is always scary to start the medications, and it's even a little scary after you've been on them. And then you notice that your movements are getting slower, maybe your balance isn't as good, and you have to go in and readjust those medications. That's always scary too, because you think, well, is it going to be worse afterwards? But I would say if you've got a good doctor and you're working with them, and I will say you need to take those medications consistently. It's hard. You don't want to adjust medications if you've been missing doses or you haven't been real consistent about it. It's very hard to figure out what to do for the doctors. Hard for them to figure out what to do unless they really know what you've been doing so far. But watch that lecture by Dr. Amy Blasek. She has good suggestions. All right, we're going to move on to the reading. Hold on one second. I'm going to pull it up. Before we do the reading, let's read this together. Here we go. Every word with intent. Speaking with intent means to focus, concentrate, be purposeful, be mindful, take control of your speech. Put forth conscious effort. Say it like you mean it. Ignore what feels natural or normal. Be deliberate. Read these again with intent. Ready? Speaking with intent means to focus, concentrate, be purposeful, be mindful, take control of your speech, put forth conscious effort, say it like you mean it, ignore what feels natural or normal, be deliberate. We're going to go to the next page. This comes from our book, one of our Loud Crowd books. I'm going to make this bigger. We will start, we're going to read just the phrases on the left-hand side. We're going to read them two different ways. I want you to think of a tennis court. The first time you read the phrase is going to go just over the net. The second time you read it, I want you to use more intent and have it go all the way to the serving line. This will force you to use more intent. Here we go. Ready? It's sunny today. Now to the serving line. It's sunny today. Imagine the words are flying forward. I want you to try that again. First one, over the net. It's sunny today. To the serving line. It's sunny today. Lift your voice. The next one. Pack the picnic basket. Now stronger. Pack the picnic basket. The words are flying over. Number 3, use the paper plates. Now stronger. Use the paper plates. I'm sorry, let's use. Let's do that again. Ready? Let's use the paper plates. And now stronger. Let's use the paper plates. Next one. The flowers are blooming. Now to the serving line. The flowers are blooming. Are you lifting your voice? Do the next one. Bring a blanket. Bring a blanket. To the serving line. Bring a blanket. Like the words are flying. They have to make it all the way over there. Next one. Let's fly a kite. The second way. Let's fly a kite. Now let me ask you, if I was recording you, would I hear a difference between the two different ways? That's a great exercise for you to do over the weekend. Record yourself saying a phrase 2 different ways and see if you actually are saying it differently. Let's take a sip of water and we'll read some more. Do you feel like you're getting a good workout? I hope so. All right, we are on We Need Bug Spray. Ready? Over the net. We need bug spray. To the serving line. We need bug spray. The next one. Is it time to eat? Again. Is it time to eat? The second time really requires you to take a really deep breath. All right, next one. There's a cool breeze. There's a cool breeze. Now stronger. There's a cool breeze. And the last one on this line. We made lemonade. To the serving line. We made lemonade. Good. We're going to go back to the beginning and do something different. We're going to exaggerate each word. So the first one, we're going to say it 4 times. And each time, we're going to stretch out, exaggerate one of the words. So for the first one, exaggerate it's. Ready? It's sunny today. Now exaggerate sunny. It's sunny today. And now exaggerate today. It's sunny today. You got it? So each time we repeat it, we're going to exaggerate the next word. Let's do that first one again. Ready? Together. It's sunny today. It's sunny today. It's sunny today. If I were audio recording you, would it sound different? Let's do the next one. Ready? Pack the picnic basket. Pack the picnic basket. Pack the picnic basket. Pack the picnic basket. Do the next one. Let's use paper plates. Let's use paper plates. Let's use paper plates. Let's use paper plates. And the last one. The flowers are blooming. The flowers are blooming. The flowers are blooming. The flowers are blooming. Okay, everybody take a sip of water. We're going to move on to the cognitive. All right, take a sip of water. Okay. I would like for you, we're going to start with the first one. I want you to name as many picnic foods and drinks as you can think of. Say each one with intent. Go ahead. Are you projecting each word forward? Let's do the next one. Flowers that bloom in the spring. Say each one with intent. Next one. Outdoor games. If you went on a picnic, what are some games that you could play? Next one, name as many insects and birds as you can think of. Say each one with intent. All right, last one. How can you stay cool on a picnic? Name ways to stay cool on a picnic. Say each word with intent. Okay, let's take a sip of water. Do you feel like you're getting a good workout? Make sure to let me know, and if you have any suggestions for these sessions, let me know. I always need new ideas. All right, last exercise, Dr. Boone's words. Exaggerate the G's, the K's, and the NG's. Those sounds force the back of the tongue to go up, and that's so important for swallowing. Ready? Up and over. Gu la gang ga ga. Gu la gang ga ga. Gu la gang ga ga. All right. Next one. Ku ka mangu ka. Ku ka mangu ka. Come on, give it everything you've got. Exaggerate it. Ku ka mangu ka. Two more, then we're done. Ready? Gangla. 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 And the last one. Kukla. 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 I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I hope that you are not only learning how to speak with intent, but to live with intent. Not just be proactive, but activate the motor system that is not as dependent on dopamine and really works with Parkinson's. So speak with intent, walk with intent, eat with intent, write with intent, do everything with intent. I will be back on Monday. Make sure you practice your